Hey guys, been a little while since I did any sort of new gear day video, I guess, for an amp anyway. Not sure if you can really see it in the shot, but I just got a orange CR120 head. Basically, I didn't expect it to ever sound as good as my Mesa or anything really tube related, but I needed something that was reliable because basically recently me and some of the guys decided to try working on some music together again, and first practice I brought my 5150 there, and within like an hour something screwed up on the damn amp and I ended up having to stop playing because something is wrong with it. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I will definitely get it fixed eventually, but I decided that I just wanted to just get a decent solid state amp and just be done with it, just so I can have something that I don't have to worry about all the time. I know I mentioned recently that I want to get another Mesa head, and that hasn't changed. I definitely want to, but it'll probably wait maybe till next year. Maybe with my next tax return, I don't know yet. I do plan on selling some stuff. I have a couple things for sale right now, unrelated, but anyway, yeah, so it was between this orange CR120 and the Black Star ID 100, which seemed really cool, but I ended up going with this one just because the reviews for it were really, really good, and I had played one of the their combo 120 watt whatever versions for a little bit in a local store, and it sounded really good, so I figured why not, and so far I'm really liking it. I mean, like I said, I wasn't really expecting it to sound as good as my Mesa or anything like that, but it's certainly a really good amp for the money, and I only spent maybe like $400 on it new because I got it, I think it was like 15% off from Guitar Center, and it was free shipping, which was great. So arrived this morning and just been playing it a little bit, and yeah, I'm gonna shut up now for a little bit anyway. This is the clean channel. I have the treble at about 2 o'clock, and I have the bass at about 10 o'clock, and I have the reverb on about 2 o'clock, and I have it on the spring reverb setting, so it sounds pretty cool. There are a couple different reverb settings on here, which is really cool. There's the spring is what I'm on now, so you can kind of hear it like bouncing a little bit. Very, very slight. Then there's Hall, which I really like too. And then there's Plate, which I've been getting some good stuff from too. Much more subtle, and it dies off a lot quicker. You know, I'll pretty much max it out. Go back up to Hall. And back up to spring. So, I mean, overall, I'm actually really impressed with the clean channel. I'll actually turn the reverb all the way off for a little bit. But yeah, it sounds really good. And it sounds really good with my tube screamer on too, which I don't have it on right now, but I'll show you in a second. So this is more just clean, no reverb. definitely very receptive to how hard you're strumming too. It'll definitely break up a little bit more. I have, if you're not super familiar with what I have in my guitars, this is a bare knuckle Juggernaut, and it can definitely get to be very powerful, but it can clean up really nice. So, like, just an example of strumming a bit harder. And like I said, I haven't changed anything since, so. So it can definitely be very clean or even a little gritty, depending on how hard you're attacking the strings. Let me try my Tube Screamer on, just for like a little bit of crunch, I guess. Really nice tone there too. I'm gonna switch over to the dirty channel now. Right now I have the treble at about 1:30. I got middle right at about noon, and I got the bass about 11:30, something like that. Sounds really nice, but I will say it sounds a lot better with my Tube Screamer on. With it off, it sounds good, but it's a lot more defined with the Tube Screamer on. I mean, if you want to get this amp, you could use pretty much any sort of overdrive pedal and get it to be a little bit tighter. I mean, this is just what I have, and really any overdrive pedal should be able to help tighten it up a little bit. I mean, there's so many different overdrive pedals out there. So let me just show you it with it on first. And this is with it off. Oops. Not sure if you can tell the difference really, since I'm just using the audio from my camera, but there's definitely a big difference, and it sounds a lot better with the overdrive on. I haven't messed around with the EQ too much. Could try jacking up the bass a little bit and turning down the treble. I do have the gain pretty high. Any higher than that, it does get a little fizzy, but I mean, some people really want like a fuzzier tone, which is cool. But it definitely works really good if you clean it up a little bit and just turn the gain down. I have it. This is actually where I usually keep it on my Mesa, right around like 10 o'clock. even with the gain up pretty high, I can actually get a really good, like, cleaner tone just by rolling off the volume. If you have a good pickup and a good good electronics, like a good pot in there, if you got multiple pots, I mean, it's good to have nice quality ones. So right now, like, the volume's all the way up, and here's with it rolled off. Obviously, it's not going to clean up too much because I still have the tube screamer on, which is definitely helping push it, but it's obviously a significant difference. See what I mean? So, it's definitely a really, really nice amp if you like. Definitely a British sort of tone. It's definitely a world away from my Mesa and my PV. But it's got a really, really nice crunchy tone to it, and it's definitely something I recommend for sure. I mean, it's really cool, and it's nice to have something that's a little different than what I've been playing for the last 2 years. So, like I said, the clean channel, I'm really impressed by the clean channel. The reverb is really nice. Having a couple different settings for reverb is really nice. I don't know if I like the spring setting that much, just for what I play. Yeah, I mean, for what I play, I kind of like the plate reverb. So, overall, I mean, I don't really have too much else to show you. That's basically it. I mean, if you got any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I don't plan on really doing many covers with this. Like I said, it's more of a thing that I can use to bring to practice, and if there ever are gigs, stuff like that. You know, I'd rather bring that than bring my Mesa, because if something fucked up with it, or if someone tried stealing it or whatever. So I'd rather them steal a $450 amp than a $2,000 amp. So. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.